Hey everybody. So if you're on this video, that means you've already worked on thesis statement and gotten it approved, and you've already completed introductory paragraph and gotten it approved. Now we're going to talk about body paragraphs and how to write a strong one. So remember we've talked about races before. This is the ace of races, your body paragraph, right? So you're going to start with having that repeated as many points as you made in your thesis statement. So if you made 2 points in your thesis statement, you're going to repeat this process twice. If you made 3 points, you'll repeat it thrice or 3 times. A becomes your answer. It's your topic sentence. You're going to state the point the paragraph is proving. Whatever you said in the F of your thesis statement will become your topic sentence. You cite your evidence for C, so you find a sentence starter and then you get a really good quote that tells us why your topic sentence is correct. And then you have to explain it. You have to say, okay, this is my point, this is my evidence, and this is why my evidence proves my point true. That is what you do. You connect everything back. So we're going to talk about how to do this and break it down. Did you need to take notes right now? Make sure you're pausing and filling in your notes as you go. All right, so this is what your organizer usually looks like, right? The body paragraph section says topic, sentence, evidence, explanation. So think of that ACE like this, right? So we've already talked about how the topic sentence is the F, and then cite your evidence, explain, and you repeat this based on how many you have. Let's see how it works. So here is what we're going to do for a topic sentence. We're still going to follow that IVF that we use for the thesis statement. Identify what you're talking about, verb, finish a statement, right? IVF for our strong sentences. So the I, you name what you're talking about and how often it happens. You have your strong verb, and then your F becomes your point from the thesis statement that your paragraph is proving. Everything else in the paragraph proves this sentence true. So this sentence is the heartbeat of this little paragraph because everything else exists to make it keep living, to make it keep going. So let's think about the prompt you're working on right now, right? You've got to write 3 to 4 paragraphs describing the character of Major Miles and whether or not he's doing the right thing. You have to use text evidence to prove your claim, so that's what your body paragraph does, right? And you have to reveal his character traits. So basically, what kind of person is Major Miles and what does he do? Does he do the right or wrong thing in the story? So if I was doing this, I need to remember, okay, my topic sentence, I got to follow IVF. In my thesis statement, I said he made the wrong choice. So who am I talking about? I'm identifying Major Miles. And when does he do it? By the end, right? By the end, I believe he made the wrong choice. So my verb is makes. He made something, right? He made a choice. What did I talk about in my thesis statement? I talked about his wrong choice. And I talked about, and that wrong choice is that he lies. So here I take that IVF. I just planned it out real quick. Okay, Major Miles by the end, what does he make? A wrong choice by lying. By the end of the story, it is clear that Major Miles makes a wrong choice when he lies to Aeneas. My topic sentence. Everything else in this paragraph is going to prove lying to Aeneas was his wrong choice. So now I have to pick evidence. I can't just tell you he made the wrong choice and expect you to believe me. I've got to prove it. I've got to make you know why I said that. So evidence is the specific examples or proof from the text that help develop the main idea from a topic sentence. Evidence is proof, right? It's why it happened. So you have to think, what's the best quote to show that my point is right? Always also include the line numbers to show where it comes from. So your teacher knows you're not just making up some quote. They can go check the book and go, oh my goodness, you're absolutely right, because it's right there on line 172 or whatever it is. So let's look. I open up my online book. I go to page 132 and I'm like, oh, right. Here's where he was like, oh, you don't have to go, Aeneas. Nobody's going to make you. And then he sends him anyway. I said you don't have to go, and I sent you. I lied to you. right? So there's my evidence. So I go into the book, I go into the text, I find the best quote to prove it true, and then I go to my organizer. All right, I've got what I was using for my topic sentence up there, and here's those quotes I was talking about, right? We say, he said you don't have to, Aeneas, nobody will make you. Okay, here's the thing. I can't just give quotes and be done. I have to explain them. I have to say why they are right. So notice right next to it, right? I've got, he tells Aeneas he won't send him. So I've got, so I'm trying to get my pen working. I've got this quote right here, and come over here. This is how I'm going to explain that quote. Every quote needs its own explanation. Then this quote is going to be explained right here, right? So I said he tells me he won't send, and then I show how he lies. I can't just do the second quote because you don't know what he's lying about if you don't know what he said the first time. So the second quote, when he made up the quota of children to be sent to the school, right, he included that name. He sends the boy away anyway. He lied. This is how I'm going to organize myself. So now I'm ready to move on. So I have all of that ready. I need sentence starters. I can't just plop a quote in. I just can't plop my explanation in. I have to start the sentence. I have to have some sort of key to my reader that lets them know this is what I'm going to talk about. So you see, I have for citing, like before I give my quote, I could say according to the text, online, whatever, the character said, any of those. When I explain my evidence, I could say, this shows, it is shown, this proves, throughout the text it's seen, and I can use that so that, okay, with what I have on the cite evidence side, you know I'm giving evidence. With what I have on the explain side, you know I'm explaining evidence, right? It really makes these connections and shows emphasis. So now, here's my sample paragraph. While I'm reading, it's going to highlight for you. So yellow is going to show you my topic sentence, green is going to show you my evidence, and blue is going to show you my explanations. By the end of the story, it is clear that Major Miles makes a wrong choice when he lies to Aeneas. According to the text, Major says, you don't have to, Aeneas, nobody will make you. This proves that he told the boy he would not have to go to school if he did not want to. Then in the text it states, when he made up the quota of children to be sent to the school in Oregon, the name of Aeneas Lamartine was included. This shows that he sent Aeneas anyway and went against his word. Lying is always the wrong choice, and that is what Major Miles chose to do. This is a strong body paragraph, right? You've got my topic sentence. The entire paragraph is going to be about him lying, him being wrong because he lies. I prove that he lies because first I tell you what he said the first time, and I explain it. Then I tell you what he did to be a liar, and I explain it. Everything ties together in a nice little bow back to proving that topic sentence true, which is from my thesis statement. So everything is based off of that. So here's the recap. What do you have to do? You have to make an IVF topic sentence based on the thesis statement. You have to find evidence that proves the topic sentence true. Body paragraphs are all about proving everything true. Explain how it makes it true. Add in sentence starters and transition words, and you have a strong body paragraph. Make sure your notes are done, do the practice activities, and then write the best body paragraph your teacher has ever seen. Can't wait to see them. Good luck, guys. Reach out if you need help.